Hey guys, my name is LukiZ and welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to talk about parallel processing and how you can do it in your music program, and in FL Studio you can do it with Patcher instead of making individual bus channels. I will show you how you can do it, but don't confuse parallel processing with send channel or return channels or whatever you are calling them. But I will show you everything you need to know about it, and let's just dive into it. Okay guys, so here we are in FL Studio. I am currently working on a little drop, nothing special yet. I've only done the sound design and basic mixing, no reverb, no delays, nothing. Let me just play this for you before we get started with the parallel processing with Patcher. So a very simple bass drop, and the thing that I want to use the parallel compression or the parallel processing on is the main piano right here. I want it to be a bit more loud or a bit wider, and also a bit higher in the high frequencies, because if you listen carefully you can hear that the piano is in the sides of the mix. And that's because it's two different pianos. Okay, so normally when you do parallel processing, you will take another channel and you will route your sound to this track. And then you will apply an effect and turn the volume up or down depending on how much you want. But that is not what we want to do today, so let's just remove this. We want to go to Patcher, and if you have any other music program, you will probably have something similar to this. This is basically where you can route everything to anything in FL Studio. So when you open Patcher, it looks like this, and if we press play from the piano, you won't hear anything. And that's because from FL Studio to FL Studio is two different signals. So if you connect the signals from FL Studio to FL Studio, you will have your sound. So this is where things get really nice, because we can act like this is one mixer channel. But if we right click, add plugin, then we can, for instance, add a chorus plugin, which I want, and you can drag another line like this, and now you will hear chorus and the main piano at the same time. So what we want to do with this plugin right here is to go to the plugin, and typically a reverb plugin, delay plugin, chorus plugin, phasing plugin will always have a dry wet knob. You want to turn the wet all the way up, so from this processed channel you will only hear the wet signal from the chorus. You can also turn down the volume of the original sound, and now you will only hear the wet signal, you know, the chorus. But without the original sound, there won't really be any difference. So let's just turn that back up again. So what I would normally do is to go to the next button right here and insert plugin, and I will insert some sort of utility plugin, for instance Fruity Balance, and then we can turn the volume up of the chorus until we have something we like. Okay, and the next thing that I wanted to add is some high frequency EQ. So what you can do actually is to remove these lines and then for instance we can make another balancer plugin, you know, just to connect the dry signal right here and the wet signal right here. Then we want to make another dry signal. So now everything is played through this signal here, both the chorus and the original sound. I think we have too much chorus. So now I want to make a mid-side EQ, and a lot of EQs have a mid-side part to them, but I want to use Isotope's equalizer to do this. And again, I want to make another dry signal. So we have a wet signal with chorus and a dry signal which comes together and again splits up, where we have the chorus going this way together with the dry signal, and we have the chorus going this way together with the dry signal. And again, after this equalizer, we want another utility plugin so we can control the volume. So first, let's turn off this signal so we can hear what we are actually doing. So let's turn the equalizer into mid-side, go to the side part, and let's turn off the mid. So I want to remove the low frequencies from the side. Just like that, and we remember to turn on the mids again. But what we can do now, because this is our wet signal, is to turn off the mid signal by only having the side signal turned on. So it sounds a bit strange right now, and if you are listening on a mono system, this might not get out of your speakers. But if we turn the signal back on again, just like that, and then we can slowly raise the volume of the sides. And now we have our parallel processed piano. Okay, so to sum everything up, we just put on Patcher, which is a routing plugin in FL Studio. If you have any other DAW with a routing plugin, you will probably be able to do the same thing. So from FL Studio is our main piano sound. And this piano sound is dry when it goes to this section, and it is wet when it goes to the chorus section. And when the chorus has arrived to the dry section, we will collect the two of them in the same plugin. Then we added some side equalizing, where we boosted the high frequencies by routing both the chorus and the dry signal and back to FL Studio. And we also added the whole signal to FL Studio again. So we really made a wide sound. So this is kind of what you can use Patcher for. It's a really great plugin, and you can really save a lot of mixer channels, because, you know, in FL Studio we have 125, I guess. We don't have any more, we can't add any more, which is sometimes annoying, and sometimes you don't use that many. But if you have a really nice house track, sometimes you have a lot of effects and so on. In the intro I was talking about a send channel. So when we make a send channel, it will typically be for reverb and for delay and, you know, effects that is global to the whole track. So for instance, this reverb will be applied to the piano, the guitar, maybe also the lead and so on. I would never use Patcher like instead of a send channel, because when you have a send channel, it accounts for the whole mix, and when you have a parallel processing channel, it only accounts for certain sounds, and that is why we can use Patcher as parallel processing. So yeah guys, that's basically it. I hope you learned something, and I also remembered when I discovered Patcher, it was a game changer for me, because I could suddenly make my sounds very big quickly instead of using a lot of mixer channels. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.